In this lecture, we are going to define what a primitive is. This is going to be a short lecture because we're not going to focus on using them as much at the moment, more of just understanding the concept. We start by asking, what is a primitive? And then we answer it by saying primitives are a basic category in the type system. Now we've talked about types before, but we didn't mention any hierarchy. So let's look at what a type hierarchy is. Here we see that types are made up of more than we originally believed. Where many people ignore objects and act as if they are not a type, this is inaccurate, so we'll be still acknowledging them. Primitives are mostly what we saw in the last lecture in our discussion about types. We now want to know what the differences between primitives and objects are. So what are they? Primitives are basic units, and objects are constructed using basic units. Because of this, objects are expandable, whereas primitives are not. Primitives are also more space efficient compared to objects. Now that we know the differences, let's see what the key words are that we need to consider. These are the keywords in Java. Notice that all of them are lowercase. This is an important fact about Java. All primitives are lowercase, whereas objects should start with an uppercase letter. Also notice that we don't include strings as a primitive. This is because Java uses characters to build strings. We mentioned this before, that strings were simply sequences of characters. So now let's talk about what built-in types Java has to offer. Java offers objects that reflect all primitives. In these lectures, we'll be using objects rather than the primitives because Java is an object-oriented language. Using built-in objects over primitives is not typically standard that most people follow. However, it follows language theory, so we'll be using it regardless. The one exception to this is when we're concerned about memory usage. That concludes this lecture in Java Basics, where we've now talked about primitives and introduced the notion of objects. If this lecture was helpful, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for our latest content.